can I build a Formula 1 Grand Prix circuit that bears any resemblance to the actual one on Farming Simulator 25? Join me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm attempting something insane and fun, hopefully. I'm on Farming Simulator, and there's a mod came out a little while ago, Karting Track by VX Mapping. I had this idea, and I've been looking at it for a few weeks, and I've been trying to work out the best way to go about doing it. I thought about creating a racetrack, an actual racetrack, on Farming Simulator with this mod pack. Now, there are some downsides, some things you've got to bear in mind as well, is that it's going to be a facsimile of a real-world racetrack. I was looking at all sorts, and I thought Formula 1, and one of my favourite tracks is Monaco. I do love Spa. There are tons of fantastic circuits. Now, there are a few downsides with this pack, in that some of the bends, we've got a lot of straights, and bearing in mind it's a karting track as well, supposed to be for fun. So we've got some humps, we've got some bridges, we've got some weird stuff, which I'm going to throw in there because at the end of the day it's a karting track, so it's going to be a condensed version. But you can't do hills. If I come into the pack, and I'll show you what I mean, we come across to our others. Now the karting track, I said VX mapping, didn't I? If we come down to here, you'll see all the various different elements we've got in here. So as far as our bends go, we've got a 90 degree, and we've got a wide 90 degree, but nothing really in between that. So I started off making my circuit. If we look airborne here, I started making, and I'm trying to make, Monaco. Now some of the angles are a bit off when I started out, because the start finish straight has got a gentle curve on it at Monaco, got a gentle curve. The end isn't quite a 90, but 90 is what we've got. We could make it out of other things as well. As I started going around, I kind of got to this section here, and again this kind of comes up the hill not quite at 90, more at an angle sort of this direction. It's got a slight bend in it, and then we got a loop that comes around, and I was trying to get that loop, and again we got a 90, and then the loop comes back round on itself, and we come up to, again, not quite a hairpin, but unfortunately we kind of had to fiddle around. So I thought when I got to this bit, my only other option was to leave gaps. So tilt the track, because there's not an option on any of these to increase or decrease the curve. It's 90 degree or nothing, and we've got some hairpins as well. A raised hairpin, which is quite tight, and a slightly larger hairpin. We've got a chicane, that's good. We're going to, for the bus stop, we're say the bus stop, no, that's Spa, isn't it? But down at the bottom by the marina, we can get a chicane in, that's not a problem. So what I've decided to do when I got around to these sections was carried on doing the same thing. So there's a few little gaps here where I'm going to put some probably bales of stuff around the outside. I've got some signs, we've got some carts we're going to put on here as well. So that enabled me to get some of the angles not perfectly rounded, but when we come down the tight hairpin on the real world circuit, we've climbed up all this section. We turn the corner here and we come down, and we're coming down to the tight hairpin. It's a really tight, slow hairpin round. And then we come round and into the tunnel, and the tunnel sweeps round. And again, I couldn't really get that how I wanted it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back out, and I'm going to remove some bits. This is our start finish straight. I want the start finish straight to be slightly bent. I want the curve on it, and I couldn't get this quite right again using the standard setup. So what I've done is taken a load of pieces out, and I'm going to have a go again and see if I can get some better sweeps on it. Like I say, it's going to be a smaller version, a facsimile of, but we're going to try and do Monaco. I'll stop talking. There might be a few bits where I'm putting things in just so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to grab some bales over. We've got some signs, some brand signs. Obviously, been a farming game, we're going to put some farming brand signs. We're not going to have all the barriers around the outside. It's not going to have all the buildings. And let's say, unfortunately, because of the nature of this mod, we can't do the hills. I really wanted to get that sweep up, and I was looking at so many circuits. Obviously, there's Las Vegas. I looked at Montreal. I looked at Melbourne. Where there are street circuits with not much elevation change, and they're okay. I don't mind them. I thought, oh, Brands Hatch, it's not a Formula 1 circuit, but I love Brands Hatch. But with paddock, and there's just too many, you can't get that in, you know. So this is what I'm going with. Let's see how this pans out, shall we? Okay, it's time for the reveal. I have to say, I am very happy with this. I am, yeah, I think it's very, very cool. What we will do is I'll just, obviously the pits, because the way the, again, the pack itself is designed, for our start finish to go that way, the pit is this side. So on the real circuit, the pit lane is this side and comes out over there. But what's cool about this is when we come through into the pit area, we've got a fuel tank here, so you can refuel your carts, cars, whatever you want to do. We've got a workshop trigger, which is just over here somewhere. There we go. Workshop trigger for repairing carts and things like that. And over here we have got a wardrobe, so we can switch out our gear. Now what I'm going to do while we're here, let's do that. And I'm going to go orange. That's right, yeah. There we go. Because the 2025 Formula 1 Grand Prix at Monaco was won by Lando Norris. Number 4, boom. So we have got, I've just got to remember all the stuff we've got. I've got some stuff out. So the kart track was VX mapping. The lizard carts are SleutjesModding. And we've got farm related models. So we've got Case, we've got New Holland, there's a John Deere, we've got a Giant software version, because obviously being Giant software, that's the game. There's a Massey Ferguson, there's a voucher option, so you can represent your favourite manufacturers, or if you want to fiddle around with colours and stuff, you can change the colours of all the various different elements on these. So I've added in some extra bits and bobs. Again, this is a kart track, but it is, well, let me show you. Let's go airborne and look at the shape. We've even got, look, we've even got the marina. I've even put a marina in. I just, you know, and the famous cow pens are around Rascasse. We've got the famous cow pens and bridge, which, yeah, like I say, it's just supposed to be a bit of fun and kart track. But if we come out to here, we have our start-finish straight, which comes down to Saint-Devote. Now, Saint-Devote, normally, as you turn Saint-Devote and come up the hill, we come to Beau Rivage, which is a sort of jink. I might have done the jink the wrong way, actually. I think I have, actually. It doesn't matter. The Massenet around there, or Massenet. And then we come past Casino, which is right, yeah. Then we've got Mirabeau, or Mirabeau Haute at the top. From Mirabeau at the top, we then sweep all the way down to the Grand Hotel hairpin. So I put a couple of hotels, Casino there. These hotels are by OmaTana, and then I've got the there's a hotel mod. I just thought, yeah, a big building. We'll put a big building on there. Was naimog mod, and we sweep down then. So the Grand Hotel hairpin, and then we got Mirabeau Bass or base round here. Then we come round to Portier, which is this one here. So that's Mirabeau Base, Portier, and then the tunnel. So I put these in. These are by DD Mod Passion, and these are e-tunnels. They're designed for storage of bales and stuff, but I thought if we're going to have a tunnel, we have got lights on them as well in there. So we have got the tunnel that swings round. Then we come down the hill a little bit further, usually, and we come to the Nouvelle Chicane. Obviously, the chicane's been put in because there's a lovely decorative silo. We come down to Tabac, round Tabac, and then we've got the marina and Piscine. We've got Louis Chiron curved turns here, past Piscine, the pool, and obviously we've got the marina, and then we come round, yeah, Louis Chiron, Piscine, and then we come round here, all the way straight up round to Rascasse, round Rascasse, and we come, there's a few little jinks here and there, then we come round to, is it Noge? I'm sure it's Noge. You've got that little jink at the end that comes round and then brings you round into the start-finish straight, which kind of bends around like so. So it's sort of a bend. And all these little bumps and stuff, we've got our stuff going. I don't know what to say. I'm very happy. Let's just move this. Just so when we do a lap, let's move the kite out of the way. The trouble is now, I'm hooked, and now I'm thinking, oh, what other circuits could I do? Let's say, without the elevation, I don't know if the modder has any intentions of updating the mod, putting any different sorts of turns in. So I think if we had a bigger selection of turns, that'd be absolutely awesome. Actually, what I want to do, should we do it? Let's do it in here. First person, in car. Let's go. Now, we've got a few bumps. So as far as the kart track goes, I've put all the bales out to protect you. We've got some signage as well. Saint-Devote round the corner. up the hill to Beau Rivage is where you would normally go. So yeah, if you were racing against your friends, because of the bumps and stuff, you've got to be careful. You can't go full tilt the whole way around. Massenet, as we come around the hill, Massenet, and then past Casino. Whoa. Round to Mirabeau hurts, and then we've got to be careful. And again, we can't go full speed over these because you can get airborne, and if you get airborne, you're in trouble. So Mirabeau. There's normally a little bumper jink, if I recall, from the Formula 1 racing games as well. Down the hill to the Grand Hotel hairpin. Hoik that around the corner. Mirabeau Basse. Down to Portier. And then round the tight turn Portier into the tunnel. Can't stop smiling. So we've got some lighting here. Now there might be other kart mods and stuff available. I'm going to slow down a little bit, got to be careful. Down to Nouvelle. Normally you're hard on the anchors down here. Again, I'm just thinking of the Formula 1 racing games. Standing on the brakes as you come down there. Oh, clipped it. Oh, no such thing as a clean lap then. Round to back. Out towards Le Chiron. Whoa, blimey, that is crazy. Past the marina, the piscine. These are tight in game, if I recall, and then you've got a big sweep round. To La Rascasse. Over the bridge, like I say, the Rascasse cattle pens that, you know, very famous. Sweep round there. No, the marina's obviously much bigger. I didn't go very big on the marina. Then we've got that sweep out and around. Then the little jink as we come over here. Before we come in, whoa, the start finish straight. I think as a little mini kart track, we made Mini Monaco. There we go. Back onto the start finish. Couple of last bumps just to catch out the people that are racing each other to get to the finish first. Are going to go over those way too fast. And then back across start finish. Oh, there was a bump there. What did I hit there? Oh, I've got a bump where I am. Oh, we've got to be careful coming under there. So there we go. That is Mini Monaco on Farming Simulator 25. Massive thank you to VX Mapping. Again, I know it's not farming, but it's fun, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. So now I'm considering what circuit should I do next. I hope you've enjoyed this, found it interesting, daft, funny, doesn't really matter which, whatever it is. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.